G'day, Teeth here from pickinglessons.com. I come all you faithful in the key of G. We're using a chord melody technique to play this version of the tune on the banjo. It works really well. You heard it there with guitar backing up in a fingerstyle accompaniment, but you could play some chords along there as well, or you could play it just with the banjo as well. Let's have a look at these first four measures. We're in the key of G, we're in standard tuning. The chord melody technique, basically we're following the melody while we're playing chords to support every melody note, pretty much. There's a couple of little passing notes here and there without chords. So what we want to do as we learn this tune is actually get really familiar with these chord positions. It's actually a really good exercise to strengthen your knowledge of the fretboard where your chord positions are. So if we kick it off with this G inversion here, our melody, the G note on top, and our chord shape with our third and first fingers. And so we come back to that chord often through the arrangement. This is our first position of the G we're using. And fingering wise, thumb and two fingers just to give it a little pinch. So, all of that first measure with the pickup is in that chord form. We are in 4/4 time, so as we count our way in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next chord position, double stop on a D. So first finger barring there, just top two strings. Now we've got 3 note chord forms on the top 3 strings. There's a G, a D, back to the G, up to the D7. Let's have a look at this third measure along. So this G inversion here, a melody on top as we run through, supported by the chords. So first here the G. First, second and fourth fingers is how I'm using my left hand there. D is a bar, back to the G. G, B, G. So you really want to practice to get these fingers smoothly transitioning between these chords. Up to a D7 position. So we want another bar and second finger coming on fret 11, so barring fret 10. G, D, G, D7. So when we have a passage like this, 4 chords, 4 beats, we're running through, changing our fingers in that chord form every beat we play. More challenging, but this is the great part of the exercise. Measure 4 here. We have a new G form, fret 12, barring our third finger. Melodies on that second string. To a D voicing here. Melody there on the second string again. And then an E minor, and I'd suggest using fingers 3, 4 and 2 for this E minor melody there, that G note. Using these fingers will just help us square it up later on as we use it again, and then also what's happening around the chord. So there's our first 4 measures. It gives you a real sense of what the technique is. The melody's on top, supported by often 3 note chords. There's a double stop in there, and then the occasional just movement of the melody with single note as well. So if you head to pickinglessons.com, you ought to grab yourself a copy of the tablature for this complete arrangement we heard at the beginning of the video. In the member section there, we're going to break down the remainder of the tune, make sure we tick off all these chords and the fingering that we need for those. You also have a backing track and play along track there in the member section. So pickinglessons.com, I'll see you there.